Hi, Sharonda. I wanted to give you some video feedback in case it helps. For this particular week, for this one, it was the Real Deal Taco client, and that has a folder, the client folder. It's under week one, and it's also with the assignment. So, what you would do is down here, you would update this to 2025, and you would put Real Deal Taco. There's also a disclaimer with the assignment that goes here in the footer. You also have links that you can link up to some accounts that are provided. But, this part's the most important. This can wait. So what you would do then, in the folder, there are some images. So you would replace some of these things with images. I would take this out and just close that up a little bit. Delete the login just by selecting it, hitting your delete on your keyboard. Same with the shopping cart and the search. Up here, you would put Real Deal Taco and you would put the logo. This should be in the header so that it's on every page. So the logo would be, an inch or so big. Then you would delete the shop page because it doesn't have one of those. What you do want is a menu. So delete the shop. Probably the easiest thing is to just delete all of these strips. Okay. And then what you will do, you're going to spend most of the time here, pages and menu, and here. Okay. These are the two places that you're going to spend the most time. If you go into pages, all these things we can just delete. Okay. Like I said, you can go up there and just delete it, select it and delete it, but you can also go and delete the whole plugin, and I would take out all of these on any site because you can easily add those things back in if you need to. But it will help clean up your pages, and this week you're building a site for your professional work, just a couple of pieces. Work examples is all you're required to put in it, but you'll do the same thing. You would take these things out. So don't need the online orders. It's just a food truck. And let's see what our pages are now. Okay, so this is it a page or, okay. In your case, you have this as a as part of your home page. Okay, so you have that as a strip, but I want you to take that out. So if it's set up like that, go ahead and take it out. I'm going to show you something that will just make things easier for you, okay? And that is, okay, first drag contact to the bottom. It's always the last page, and you can see it just moved over there when we had that done. So here are the pages that you're going to need. And I'm going to say blank, okay, because that way we don't have a lot of things to take out, all that template. So I know you need a menu, although we have that here, but we're just going to do it like this. And we need locations. So let's add another blank one and call it locations. Okay, we keep dragging that down. Let me take this out. It's just easier not to have a single scrolling page. It's easier just to work with single pages. That way everything will scroll to the right place when you select it. And we need an about. Blank. And yes, they have templates, but sometimes they're just more work because you have to take everything out. Okay, so let's say we're like this. And let's go to the menu. It's just a plain page right now. You can come up here and select menu, and it will take us to that page to work with. If I select add elements, that's the same as this. Okay, I can select this, or I can do this. If I select that, it's just going to open this. And we want to stay in the themed areas, but you may want to have a menu. Maybe you don't have a menu, maybe we've deleted it. So we can do this and just have this, not this, not this, just this. And we can add it to the site. Okay. And so what you would want to do is just on your home page, take out any strip you don't need. Now, in your case, you've got a strip from Instagram, a feed. Now, while there is an Instagram account for Real Deal Taco, and you could feed that in, I would just take it out altogether. It's not a requirement. So let's take a look now at our menu. That's going to be the part that takes the longest, to be frank. And what we did when we ordered that, it added another page, and that's okay. We're going to go to, let's see, let's just go here. And we can take this out. I did want you to just see how to add a page. You could have added a gallery there, but I think this is easier. Okay, and we can rename it. You can double click it or just do this. Whoops. Okay, so this is our menu. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on that. You can double click it. And it's going to take you here, and you can edit the menu items, right? So maybe it's entrees, and a little bit about that if you want. We're going to add that, and let's see, menu details. Okay, I clicked on that just to show you again. I clicked on this, and now we have our images. All right, so you would go in and you would say, I don't know, fish taco. You have all of that provided to you in the client folder, in the Real Deal Taco client folder. And then you're going to say, you know, it's going to give you all of this too. You're going to put that in. Okay, taco and ingredients is what you're going to be getting with that. Let's see, and then you can put a price and image, replace, and then it's going to allow you to upload your media. So what you want to do is when you go to Real Deal Taco, let's see if we have, okay, it's right here is the fictitious client. All right, so when you go for that, you're just going to download this to your you're just going to download this, right, and put it on your desktop right here. Put that on your desktop. So then when you are in your Wix, you'll be able to upload images of the food. And again, this is where you're going to spend a little bit of time, but it's just something once you get used to doing it, you'll know how to do that. All right. You don't need any of that. Okay. So if I say save, then that has changed, right? Fish taco. Okay. So you're going to go through and do that. Again, that's going to be the page that takes the most time. You're going to delete the shop. And remember, you're just going to be over here to delete your pages. Okay. Now there's restaurant pages, but we just have the menu, so you can keep that. And site menu is where our other pages are. The about page, there is content provided. And so you can just close that. We can add text, stay with your theme, and you could say about. You can center it, you can do whatever you like, and then probably text paragraphs, but themed, so you want it to match. And you don't have to use all of the text that you're given. And you can put an image there if you like. You don't have to. Okay, but you're given that content too in your folder, so you're going to put that in there. Make sure it's left aligned. Edit text, and here it is, left aligned. You want to make sure it's that. All right. I'm going to update your footer, as we talked about. And let's see, we talked about the menu. We talked about locations. Same thing. You could just go back here and copy that, and then go to your locations. That's going to give you the same, well, it's not giving you the same size. That's okay. We're going to edit that text, and it's not a paragraph. If you noticed, it was a heading 1, so that's the heading 1 for this theme. And we're going to say locations, right? And you're going to be centered with this logo, which is going to be the Real Deal Taco logo. You have a different template, I understand, but the same thing applies to all of them. And then again, you're going to add a text box. You can be consistent with that. And you're going to add the location information, all right? Let's see. So the contact page, these really shouldn't be uppercase. You're going to take out anything that is placeholder. Okay, you're going to definitely change this image. I clicked on it, changing image, and you're going to upload something from your client folder, the Real Deal Taco folder. Okay, you don't have to have that. I would keep it as simple as possible. Allow a little bit of time to do those things, and you'll be able to work through. Okay, and if you do allow time, it can be fun. But take everything out of the header up here. It's also a good idea to keep your header not too deep. This particular template's rather deep, but you grab that. It won't move if there's anything in the way. Okay? But for you, you're going to go to the home page and delete a lot of these strips. Okay? And you're just going to select it and hit delete. Okay? All right, putting that back. Okay, I hope that helps, Sharonda, and you can resubmit this after you've had a chance to work with it a little bit. All right? All right, I hope this helps.